In 1985, as fast as I could. I did leave a liberal university, but the plus to that is that I know how liberals think. I took the women's studies course. I took the sociology course. I took the anthropology course. I took all the liberal courses you can imagine, and you know what? They're now coming to fruition because I know how they think, and I know how to work with and against them. I played 1 year of Big Ten football. Anyone know what it means to be a practice squad fullback? Folks, I've run against the big guys. 265-pound All-American linebacker on one side, a couple other in the middle. I've run against the big guys. I don't care how big they are. I don't care what their name is. I don't care how much money they have. I will go against them and I will put them on their backs because I've done it before, and I'll do it for you if you stand with me. I got here in '85, I entered a business, worked my way up from the bottom, and I had a half-day training. That was it. And on the first day on the sales floor, I broke a sales record. 6 months later, I was the sales manager. 12 months later, or 6 months after that, I was the general manager. At 26 years old, I was running about a $3 million a year privately owned company with about 30 or 35 employees at the time. I've been signing both sides of a paycheck since I was 26 years old. It's called management. It's called leadership. Is the governor's office a legislative office?
No.
No. And thanks for the education on judiciary. Is it a judicial office?
No.
No. It's an executive office, so why do we keep messing around putting career legislators in an executive office? They don't belong there. It's time to get serious about who your next executive is going to be in this state. I went through one company. I started working in telecommunications. You can curse me now, put the fruit down, but we started marketing voicemail in 1990. And you're still cursing it. But I worked my way up from the bottom, again, right into management, and by 1995 I was a managing partner of this small company. 88 franchisees own 200 offices on 4 continents, but I was in a small franchise. We grew the 6th largest franchise out of those 200 offices right here in Denver under my leadership. I gained a good reputation. They asked me would I go to New York and turn around a failing operation. I got there. In 18 months, we tripled revenue, doubled staffing, and we sold the company to a publicly traded company. They knew my reputation. They said, would you go to Chicago? We need some help turning that around. So I went to Chicago, and in 2 years, we doubled revenue, doubled staffing. I know what it's like to hire, train, manage, coach, to put a good team around me of good leaders. And that's what we need in the governor's office right now. I've turned around failing operations, and I will turn around the failed economic policies of Bill Ritter and the democratically controlled assembly. You can count on me because I've done it before. So, 2010 is going to be a verdict on Bill Ritter and his democratic leadership. It's going to be a verdict on these onerous energy regulations that this man put in that hurt our economy. About 3 years ago, we were generating over $300 million in severance tax revenue in this state. We're now forecasted to generate less than $50 million in severance tax revenue in this state. The only way the Democrats know how to raise money is what? Tax you. I know how to generate revenue. So the first thing we do is we come in and we cut the size of state government. 4,000 employees gone when I get there. I've got a copy. I've had a copy of the state budget for 3 months, so I don't know why someone else can't find a copy of it and start breaking it down. I've had it. I'm working on it. The next thing we'll do after we cut the budget is we bring energy income back into this state. That's what executives do. We don't think about it. We cut costs. We increase revenue. After we do that, don't faint. Maybe we can cut taxes instead of worrying about the fear and doubt of our bridges are falling down or the potholes are too big. Trust me, we won't let that happen under my leadership, but we've got to cut our costs first, then we've got to get our top line in, and then we're off and running. On a couple other issues. Education. I've got 2 kids in public school. I want great public schools. I love homeschooling too. When I asked my wife if she wanted to homeschool, her eyeballs rolled so far high up in her head. She said, "Are you crazy? That'd be like a hamster eating their young." And she knows that, and I say that in front of her, ladies, so don't think I'm picking on her, okay? But we love it. Now, how about if you choose to homeschool, that you got a voucher or a tax credit for each child that you schooled at home? Education belongs between, how many parents here with kids right now in school? Education belongs between you and the school board. The state doesn't have any business in the middle of it. It's between parents and the local school board and school district. In Delta County, the school board and the teachers took control, and they give a $2,000 tax credit to each parent who has children at home. They didn't come to the governor for it. They didn't go to the state legislature for it. They took control on a local level, and they solved their problem. Kudos to them for doing that. Our energy industry, I talked about it already. I was in Rifle on Wednesday. I was in Grand Junction yesterday, and I'll be going back out to Moffat County soon. Folks, we have to wake up to what is happening out there. They have tears in their eyes. The coal miners are losing their jobs. The natural gas people have lost their jobs. I've been out there a dozen times hearing their story. We have to wake up and understand that they are our revenue source. They are our salesperson. We have to empower them to be successful. The revenue flows through Denver first. We get our share, they get their share. We have to empower them to be successful and wake up to the realities out there. So that's what we're going to do with energy, is empower it to be successful again. Is anyone else here tired of the word green? Yeah, I'm tired of the word green. I like clean. Let's get our clean energy going in this state, and I'll support anything that's clean. Gosh, I'm usually used to the timer going up already. I've got too much time. There we go, 1 minute, we'll go with that. Folks, 2010 is a year like never before. Dollar bills don't walk into voting booths. You do. We can win this. Dan Mays can win this. I know there's some of you out there saying, this guy doesn't have a chance. This guy doesn't have the money. He doesn't have the name recognition. We're even not sure the party's really behind him or not. Dick Wadhams has given me a fair shake everywhere I've gone. And I want you to know that. But now I ask you, do you want to be passionate about who your next governor is? Yeah. Do you want to really be excited about who your next governor is? Yeah. Do you really want to say, I love this guy because he's positive and he's got solutions and he wants to work for us? Or do you want to say, yeah, he's okay, but he's got the money, so I guess I'll vote for him? No. I'm Dan Mays. I am your next governor, and I'm going to be there because of you. Thank you very much.